Hey Aries, thank you for joining me for your weekend love reading. This is going to be for the weekend of October 2nd through the 4th. If you had tuned into your last reading for last weekend or the weekly reading for last week, this is going to be a little different. Now you can actually see me. I'm still trying to figure out what method, which mode of message deliverance that I actually prefer best for getting these messages across. I'm one that I would actually rather have this face to face so that you can actually see me, so we can build a relationship, built on, you being able to see me and know that my meanings are coming from my truth, what I feel and what resonates with me. It also helps you to see where my mannerisms come in, where I do all my ums and whatnots and my weird long pauses, so you can actually see, why, and you can actually understand more. You have a deeper connection. So what I'm doing now is I'm just shuffling up the cards, and I'm waiting for what I consider poppers to come out. Instead of just pulling from the top or waiting for them to fly out of my deck, I'm just waiting for them to kind of pop out. That way I'm getting the right message and not, waiting for everything for them to fall out or to be my energy. Anyways, I'm almost done. I just got one more card to pull. No, that's like half the deck. We're going to start off with 6 cards, and then we will get some clarifiers with 6 more cards, and then we will pull an oracle card at the end, okay? So total 12 cards, but hopefully it will give us a little bit more insight to some of these meanings, okay? Okay, so to start off, I'd like to talk about some people that may be present within, this weekend. So we do have the Queen of Cups. Okay, so you could be dealing with a water sign. So you could be dealing with a Scorpio, Pisces, or Cancer, a feminine energy. And then we have also the Knight of Swords. So you could have a youthful masculine energy that could be possibly an air sign, so an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. Okay. So starting off, I'm going to just go ahead and tell you what cards that we have here present, and then I'll kind of give you the overall feel that I have and start, discussing it from there. So we do have the 6 of Cups, okay, the Queen of Cups, as I mentioned, and then we have the 5 of Cups. We have the Ace of Swords, we have the Magician, and then we have the Knight of Swords, okay? So I want to start off by talking about the 6 of Cups, since that is in the very first position, but also because there are a couple different meanings behind the 6 of Cups. As you're probably aware, this could be representing somebody from your past coming back. It could represent, a friend coming back, a lover coming back. And it doesn't have to be back from your past of this life. It could be from another timeline or from a previous life, okay? Somebody that you might have had some sort of, karmic or soul contract. With that being said, the other option that this could also represent, and, obviously, there might be numerous amount of people watching this video, so it might not, if it doesn't resonate as far as someone coming back, it could be that you're just being nostalgia about those past times, okay? And nostalgia from, looking at your childhood, looking at that love that you had with the innocent eyes, really looking at love, or really just, I guess it doesn't even necessarily have to be love. I mean, it is cups, but it doesn't have to be like a romantic love. Maybe it's just looking at the love of, the past times from your childhood that things seemed a little simpler, okay? And then we have, again, the Queen of Cups. So this could represent, like I said, a feminine energy who is charming, mysterious, private, sensitive, in her feels. They develop tight bonds with people, okay? So this could represent a older, mature woman in your life, or this obviously, I mean, if it could represent an aspect of yourself. I mean, it is not your card, it's not the wands or anything, but, you could be embracing this side of you, right? And then we also have then the Five of Cups. So currently you're in despair, and it could be despair about maybe something that has to do with your past regarding this Queen of Cups. Okay, so either the Queen of Cups is from your past, or you're thinking about your past and it's affecting your relationship with the Queen of Cups. It could also be that you're in despair over a Queen of Cups who's not in your life. And it's making you feel that youthful love that you have. But I guess there could be some limitation to why you're in this despair, right? So on top of that, though, the next line is all about that communication and manifesting. And, we have the Ace of Swords coming in. And so the Ace of Swords is all about that communication, that clarity that comes into your life. It's like having a fresh start with like a clean slate, okay? And I really think that that's what this is. It's kind of like you're looking at it and you're looking to get a clean start and a clean slate, okay? Sorry, my eyes just started messing with me. Then we have the Magician, okay? With the Magician, this is all about you manifesting everything that you have here, or manifesting a happier life. Taking your intentions, setting your intentions, and manifesting it. It's also about talking about how you have everything that you need within your power. You have all the elements at your disposal. It's about creating abundance in your life, and also connecting the divinity to yourself, right? Or connecting 5D to 3D, connecting heaven to earth, the spirit world to the earthly planes. There's that connectivity, okay? So I really think there's some sort of manifestation that's going on. It could be about the past person. I want to pull some more cards to see if it is, or maybe you're manifesting to move away from this person, or maybe you're manifesting someone new in your life that has these same characteristics of the person in your past. We also have, again, this Knight here of Swords. With the Knight of Swords, that's all about that fast clarity coming in. So it could be a message coming in. It could be like a text message. It could be an email. It just could be something that is a message that's coming in that's going to be blunt, okay? It's just going to come on in. You might be kind of blindsided by it, because this guy is like no holds barred. He's like coming at you, right? So definitely kind of take that into consideration. That the clarity is coming in. It's coming in abruptly to kind of shed light and truth on a situation, okay? Let's go ahead and get some cards to clarify. All right. So I've done a couple of readings today, and this is definitely a different feeling than the other readings that I've had. The other readings that I did were more with the earth signs, and so it was a little bit more grounded. This one I kind of feel like I'm scattered. Some anxiety type of feeling with it. Okay, one more card, please. Thank you. Okay. So, Aries, you do come into your own reading with the Emperor card, okay? That came over the Magician. So you're definitely manifesting whatever's going on in your life. So if for some reason there's shit going on in your life and it's horrible, it's because you're dwelling on it, okay? You need to really break free from that. If positive things are coming in, that's because you're manifesting it, okay? This is like you've set the intentions and it's coming to fruition, okay? So if you haven't set any intentions and you're doing it without knowing about it, really evaluate, take the moment, take a time out, and really evaluate how you want your relationships to be, and then set those intentions of exactly what you're looking for in a partner and what you're looking for in a relationship and such, and then set it into your manifestations and let the universe bring that person to you, okay? And that here goes along with the Chariot card, which is the first card that came in with the Six of Cups. Chariot card is really, to me, it's about getting ready to move forward. Okay, you're all set. You have everything going. It's kind of like the get ready, set, go type of feel to it, but without the go. Get ready, set, so you can go. Okay. With this, if you can see on the card here, you do have the two lions, the two sphinx here, and they're not ready. They're not engaged in going because it's not about movement. Okay, it's about getting ready to move. Okay, there's a big difference there. It's all about planning, getting things in alignment, and getting ready to then proceed. Right, like he's ready to go, but he's not totally ready. He doesn't have the reins in his hands. The sphinxes are sitting, but he's also facing us. So he's in the presence. He's not like in the past or in the future. He's right here. He's planning every moment. He's being in the moment. Okay. And so I think really at this moment, it's trying to tell you that this is the past. You need to be present and in the moment, right? Really invest in you, especially if you're manifesting what you're looking for. You need to be in the presence, right? Okay. And I definitely think that that's what the case is. It's like you're kind of juggling between the past and even it being in the present, because even the queen that you have here, she's looking in the back. She's looking into the past. She's not looking at, anything. And the way that the cards are set up, she's looking at the two kids. She's looking back into the past. All right. So really, I think with this Two of Pentacles on top of this Queen is that you're juggling. You're juggling between the two, like the past and the present, right? He, again, is in the present because he's facing forward. And he has the past and he has the present, or he has the past and the future in each hand, and he's juggling them, right? While he's standing in the future, or in the present. Oh, my goodness. Tongue-tied here. So he's standing there trying to balance between the future and the past, right? And he's just standing here basically in limbo, not being able to move forward. But what happens when we don't move forward when we're supposed to move forward? Well, if you stay in that despair, and you're not supposed to stay in that despair, right? And you've learned that lesson, you have not moved forward, the universe brings us this. Brings us these lovely tower moments, okay? Nothing to be scared about, okay? I had just recently heard this explanation, and I don't actually see it on here. This top has been blown, right? And another card deck that I have actually has a crown, a circular crown, and then the tower is totally squared. So it's like it doesn't fit, it's not meant for you because it doesn't fit. On here, it's that lightning bolt, okay? That lightning bolt that comes crashing down. So it's kind of like the Eureka moments, the Colette Baron Reid has a card. I think it was Colette Baron Reid has a card from one of her decks. Oh, I think it's from the Enchanted Map. Anyways, and it's about Paragon shifts, right? It's the lightning bolt. Okay, it's a very beautiful card. It's a Native American woman dancing, and then there's lightning coming from her. It's very beautiful, very powerful. So to me, it's basically an eye opener. Something that happens that will open your eyes, and this really goes along with that truth and that clarity that's coming in. And I really think that this is going to help to propel you to move forward from what you're feeling. We definitely have the Temperance card here. So Temperance is also Sagittarius. So, it is another fire sign. But in addition to that, it's about patience, right? It's also about moderation. It's about balance. Okay? So if you're constantly in balance, but you're not in flow, there's kind of a difference, okay? And I think the problem is you've been too much in balance and you have not been in flow. So you need to be able to give and receive, not just, juggle the two, right? What else here with this? I mean, I think that this is like kind of like the divine. This weekend will be the divine coming in and giving you some insight so that it can help propel you to move forward. It will be divinely guided because I keep seeing, we got the wings here on the angel and then the wings here on the chariot, if I can move my fingers, on the chariot here. So I definitely think that it is, divinely guided, or, your ancestors are guiding you towards the right direction. Speaking of, your own sign, like I mentioned before, this is just you with the Magician. So I think, though, it's also talking about your foundations and how you're protected and such. And you really can't tell in this card, but the Emperor in the decks usually are like fully covered in armor and protective armor, and then they have their clothing over top of it to make it look like that they're not. And you can kind of see it on the shoes and then on the shoulder pads here. They are protected. So it's also, to me, kind of about that you might be a little overprotective of yourself, of your emotional state, like emotion. So I'm thinking of like more of like you might have been hurt in the past, but you kind of have to learn to get over it, really. And I don't want to sound like I'm being mean, but I think you've been holding on too long to the negative side to that. I think you really need to have strength, and with the strength, this could also be the Leo card. But you really need to have strength to be able to be vulnerable, to be able to open up, to allow somebody new to come in, because you've been kind of stuck in the past energy. You need to move forward. Even if this is somebody from your past coming back, use this opportunity to have a fresh pair of eyes and to not really look at them through the perception of like how you think you saw them in the past, but really see them for who they are now and really evaluate them now, like as if this is a new person coming back, okay? Let's go ahead and get you a guidance card to see what guidance that the universe has. Wishing well. Okay, so for me, wishing well here is about setting that manifestation, being in the Magician type of state of mind, but really it's like that manifestation, wishing well. So putting out those intentions, setting the intentions that you want, only allowing those intentions to come through, right? Knowing there's a couple things. So one, knowing that not everything that glitters is going to be gold, but also knowing that sometimes you just need to put a wish out there and then let the universe manifest it for you, right? To kind of lose that control, that element to it, and let that be, so that the universe can bring what's to you that needs to be brought to you. Okay? Well, Aries, I hope that you have a great, wonderful weekend, and I do hope that it is a blessed time. Thanks. Bye.